What up, print hustlers? Today we're gonna talk about printing hoodies. Let's go. What's up, print hustlers? Today we're gonna talk about printing on a hoodie. So a few key facts to make sure you always check before you go to print on a hoodie that you gotta follow. The first one is you wanna make sure that you've got, of course, the right screen for the job you're gonna do. So today we're printing a Printavo design. I've got it on a lower mesh, so 156 mesh. That's gonna make sure that I can lay down a good deposit of white ink. I'm also gonna make sure I've got a good tension screen. This should go without saying, but every job you have, make sure you've got good tension on that screen. I did check tension on this one. It was about 23 newtons. That's a good spot for me for printing on hoodies. The next thing you want to look at is you want to make sure that you're appropriately tacking the pallet. So what I like to use is any kind of a web adhesive. It's going to kind of shoot out like Spider-Man's webs, and that's going to actually help hold on with more of that fleece. So let's go ahead and spray some web tack onto our pallet to get started. All right, good deposit, can be nice and sticky, ready for us to go ahead and put a shirt on. So now, I've already got a hoodie preloaded, ready to go. The next really important step is you gotta make sure when that screen comes down, it's hitting the proper off contact. Now, these are rules for any print that you're gonna do, but usually if you're doing t-shirts all day long, you may forget about off contact and it might not even be a variable that's actually affecting your print. Now we're putting a thicker substrate on. This is kind of a spongier fleece. It's gonna be a lot thicker, sit on top of that pallet a little bit higher. So if I didn't make an adjustment, it might come down and actually be on contact, which would definitely drastically change what this print's quality is gonna look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the screen down and I'm gonna double check. Now I've already got ink on this screen, so I can go ahead and push on the outside edge, and I wanna make sure that I'm making a clearance. A good rule of thumb is to have it be at least a nickel's thickness away. So if you're not sure, get a couple nickels out of your pocket, throw them on the corners, and check to make sure you're about that distance off. Once we have those set, now we know we've got a proper tack down, we've got the proper screen tension, and we've got the proper off contact. Next, we wanna make sure we're using the right ink. Be sure to check the white ink video and figure out which white ink is best for this process. Today I'm gonna be using a cotton white. It's gonna work great for matting on the fibers, and a print flash print on this manual press with this white ink is gonna look great. So now that we've got the right screen, the right ink, the garment, the off contact, the tack, let's go ahead and give it a print. For this I'm using a triple durometer squeegee, just a nice soft squeegee. It's gonna be able to shear nice and lay down a good deposit. And there we can see that nice pop off because I've got appropriate off contact. And there we go. Take a look, make sure we don't have any pinholes. Looks like that's a little, possibly a pinhole right there, so we'll tape that off. Everything else looks good. All right, let's make sure this is just dry to the touch. Again, we never want to fully cure our underbase. It'll cause bonding issues. So let's go ahead and just make sure. Perfect. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just do my second print to this, right over to make sure we get a nice bright white. Looks good. Let's throw it down the dryer, see how it looks on the other side. All right, look at that, looks great. So when you're choosing the correct screen, ink, tack, you end up with a nice crisp print. Be sure to leave any comments below on any tips you have on how to print hoodies, and like, follow, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks.